Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively, and I have everyday details. I want to show you some things I've done with this and a card that I'm going to do for camp. Okay, first of all, I'm supposed to I'm not very good at this. How are you? How's it going? Leave a comment if you have any questions for me. Don't hesitate to ask me questions. I'm happy to share anything. I've done this for too long. I'm not offended by any questions. I'm just thankful to be doing this. So in the catalog, there's everyday expressions, and these are marked for the last time I did this, but this is my handy dandy little favorite tool because I go back here and these are in alphabetical order. So I can find my everyday detail bundle right there on page 28. So when I got this catalog and was going through it, I thought the images were pretty, but I loved these dies and I wanted to make sure I got the dies. So then I decided, well, I might as well get the bundle. So I went ahead and got the bundle and I really like it. So the dies are fantastic. It's got all these fun dies from circles to patterns. They all have little dots in them. So it's a great set of dies and the names match. Thank you, Stampin' Up. So I took the note cards and envelopes that are in the catalog and I did this with watercolor paper. And then this is the cutouts with the vellum. So this is all the dies, several of the dies that are in there, and that pretty thing. And then there's another color of the Memories and More cardstock. So I did the teacup. So pretty and so simple. So then we have this beautiful bird paper that's in Sale-a-bration. And it's one of the only ones in here that doesn't come with a stamp set. So it's called Flight and Airy. And the stamp sets in the catalog don't match. It shows this little bird. It's in the annual catalog. So you can go to the annual catalog and get that. But I wanted to use this and show something in the mini, and it didn't match. So I decided to use this nest, okay, because that goes with birds. So my camp girls are doing this. So pretty and not hard with the nest. And then it says, overjoyed for you in your new journey. We are of the age where our friends are retiring, so that is perfect. Okay, so let me show you how I put this together. My belly band has decided it's not going to slide back on. Oh, it's getting caught on the ribbon. I need to scooch this ribbon over. Now it's going to slide on. The ribbon in the corner wasn't working. Okay, so let me show you how I did this. So first, I took 5.5 by 12 of, this is crumb cake, okay? And here's my measurements. Let me scoop these out of the way. So I've got my scoring blade in here. I took the cutting blade out. So you're going to score at 4 1/4. I mean, not that people cut when they're supposed to score. Okay, so 4 1/4 and then flip it. So I want you to go this way. And then you're going to go 1 3/4. And then I fold this back. And go to 3. And this is the best way. I'm sure other people fold it, measure it, do it differently. But for me and my friends, this seems to work best for us. Now I'm going to score this really good. I'm going to go both ways. I don't know where you live or when you're watching this, but last night it snowed in Indiana. So my grandkids are out of school, so they're on their way over to sled. Okay, so there we are. Oh, this didn't smooth that well. Okay, one of them I didn't smooth well because it's off just a smidge. Like that one. Maybe the first one. Let's do this one again. Make sure it's straight and smooth. Sometimes if I'm off a smidge, it's just because I didn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, now let's assemble this. I took my measurements away because I love my glass mat. So this is the piece that goes in here. And again, it's all with the Flight and Airy. I'm going to put this in here. Come on. Then I have this piece for here. And yes, it has another beautiful side. And there are some birds in there, so make sure you get that right side up and not upside down. Then I've got this piece. It's going to go there. And the person who cut that must have cut it off. These are 4 1/4. Look at me. Remember I just said the cutting blade's not in there? I'm just going to fold this back a smidge. They're 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. I'm sorry, that's not true. This one's 5 1/4 by 4, 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, 5 1/4 by 2 3/4. And 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, so it goes like this. So I want to put this one out here. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. So now this piece is going to go in here, and I'm going to scooch it out this way just a little bit. And now I'm going to go to my mini boss. That's what my grandkids say about themselves. They're the mini boss. So I'm going to take this pattern, this paper, and I'm going to center it on there. And run it through. And if, you know, I miss a magnetic plate like no other, and because I do want this centered, like if I can't get it the way I want it, I can use a little post-it note, or people use all kinds of different things. Okay, so I'm going to run this through. I'm going to scooch it off. Because the way my camera is set up, it's a little bit in front of me. And I need to remove it. So this cuts inside outside polka dots. Okay? And this one's going to do the same thing, only I don't want the outside polka dots. I just want the inside ones. So I'm going to lay this on here. And I don't have to center this or anything because I'm just using a piece of white scrap. So now I'm using Memento ink. I'm going to take, and this has to be fine, so there's no over glue squirting. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't tell you, this is a 3x4, so there's no waste in this cut. Again, If I forget to tell you a measurement or I've confused you, don't hesitate to ask. I love teaching the art of stamping and being creative. So I never want to frustrate anyone. So that was a little two-way glue. And I'm going to put that right here around the outside. Okay. Then I'm going to put I'm going to stamp my words across the bottom of this because I'm overjoyed for your new journey. And I'm going to put some seal down one side. I'm going to fold this over. And then I'm going to put that so it lines up with those holes. Okay. Okay, so I've got that. Now I'm going to, my timer went off, I'm baking bread. So I have a belly band that I'm going to put around the outside. And it's going to go down here towards this bottom. Because I want it to cover up the words. And then I'm going to put my bird's nest on here. Okay. So I'm going to seal that down. And then it's a little bit bigger. Than what I want, so I just snip that off. That's not lined up perfectly. So that's going to slide right on there. And this is going to go here. And I had a little piece of ribbon. Oh, here it is. I was going to say I just had it. I'm going to put this ribbon on here. This is that beautiful Misty Moonlight ribbon that's in the annual catalog. So I have a little bit of annual catalog and a lot of mini and Sale-a-bration. Okay, I like it. It ties pretty. So here's my bird's nest. And you can do it either way. Some people cut and then stamp. Some people stamp and then cut. It's such a pretty bird's nest. Now I'm going to take my blends and color it. So you'll see I have a variety of blends, but I also have a Stampin' Write marker. I wanted these leaves to be this granny apple. Oh no, it's lemon lime twist. And so it was just easier for me to use a Stampin' Write marker. When people say, what's your favorite thing to color? I say yes, because I just like to color and I have lots of favorite things. So I'm going to go over this and I'm going to make it all light. Everybody colors with their blends differently. I highly recommend you get them and figure out your own way. So I'm going to lay a little bit of light color down. I'm going to go in and add a medium. And you can use either end. This is the nub tip. The one I used a minute ago was the brush tip. Obviously, I didn't mute my phone. Oh, let me tell you the colors. Light crumb cake, dark crumb cake, dark pebble path. I wanted a little bit of darker down here around the bottom and in here next to my eggs. Now I'm going to, my grandkids just showed up, so it's going to get loud here in a minute. Hopefully they'll stay upstairs so I can finish this so you can see. Then I'm just going to go back over it with a light and just kind of blend those colors. So I have my nest just the way I want it. Okay. Now I've got my blues. So I wanted these to look in my head like a robin's egg. So again, I started with the light and I went over my This is Dark Pool Party. Then I did Dark Balmy Blue. I was mixing up my colors, friends. Then I went Light Misty Moonlight. Can you hear them? I don't know if you can or not, but it's pretty funny. They're bossing my dogs. And then I went back over it again to blend my colors. You know I love a good color blend. Okay, they're telling the dogs to stop. Then I took my darkest color and whacked it with the brush tip over those eggs so they were speckled. Can you see that? And what I love about the blends is as they set, they'll kind of marry together a little bit. Okay, can you hear them? I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on here. Yep. I hear them coming down the stairs. So we're about to be invaded. So here we go. Ready? There you go, friends. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions or I can help you. I am happy to talk you through it. Hi, Sweet Pea. How are you? Do you need help with your shoe? All right, friends. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Chat at you later. Bye.